A movie about Apple that is distributed by Universal Pictures. This is Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs is directed by Danny Boyle and stars Kate Winslet, Jeff Daniels, Seth Rogen, and Michael Fassbender as the one and only Steve Jobs. This movie takes place before 3 Apple product launches, and the last one taking place before the launch of the iMac in 1998. This was a movie I was really looking forward to. Danny Boyle has such a great filmography, and all the actors and actresses that were attached to this product I really loved. Now this movie delivers on all levels. First off, a movie that doesn't have a whole lot of acting really needs to captivate the audience with quick, snippy dialogue that is just keeps the movie going forward, and the movie does exactly that. It was totally riveted me from start to finish, and I was totally into every scene of the movie. And a lot of that has to do not only with great directing and camera work that just kept my eyes glued to the screen during the whole time, but also the writing of Aaron Sorkin, who is just a master at just writing dialogue, and if it wasn't for him, then these great actors would have really had nothing to work with. The whole cast did such a wonderful job, especially Michael Fassbender, who is nothing short of amazing. Now, I do have some bones to pick with this movie, especially from the casting department, as Michael Fassbender looks nothing like Steve Jobs, and maybe they could have worked with some prosthetics on him or something to actually make him look like the real person. However, they did none of that, and it was kind of like just watching Michael Fassbender pretend to be Steve Jobs, even though I was really captivated by his performance. Anyways, it's kind of weird. I know originally they had Christian Bale attached to this project who actually looked like Steve Jobs, however that fell through unfortunately. We got stuck with Fassbender, who is not, I'm not saying he's a terrible actor or anything, he's such a wonderful actor, and I've loved him in all the things he's in. It's just that he really does not look like Steve Jobs at all. However, I get that the studio wanted to get good acting rather than somebody who just looked like the actual person, Jobs. So it is a little bit of a minor gripe, however, it is still a problem I have with this movie, as it's a biography of a person's life, I guess. Well, it's not a total biopic, however, it's representing somebody's life, and they don't really look like him, so it's a little bit nitpicky for me, and you might not, see it as big of a problem as I do. However, it did kind of bother me. Now, this movie is split into 3 acts, each taking place before a new product launch, and this is a dramatization of Steve Jobs' life. You ever have one of those days where you just can't say a word, and you just feel so dumb? Well, today is one of those days, and it's dramatization. Really difficult. Anyways, this is an aspect I can see some people not liking about this film, not me mispronouncing a word, but the whole all the shit going down before a presentation. I can see some people not liking this aspect of the film. However, for me, I quite enjoyed it. It was an interesting way to tell the story of a person's life. It was unconventional for a biopic, and I was able to work with it and love it. However, I can see some people feeling that it's hokey and unrealistic, that all this stuff would be going down right before this big presentation and shit like that, and you may enjoy it like I did, or you may not, so it's really, I can see people being split on that part of the film. However, for me, probably the worst part of this film was the 3rd act. So the first 2 were very strong, and I quite enjoyed both, with an interesting way that, involved the camera getting progressively better through the film. Each act was anyways, that's a different story. So there's this overarching story with Steve Jobs and his daughter, and in the 3rd act there's this sort of reconciliation between them, and I gotta say it was a little bit melodramatic, especially with this callback to this picture that she drew, that I just found to be a little cheesy, and yeah, that was probably the most hokiest part of the film. Even I noticed that. I was just this isn't really working for me, and I don't believe it happened this way in real life, so it was just something that I get from a story aspect they needed to tell. However, it just really did not work for me, and it dragged the movie down a tad. Despite my nitpicks, this is a film that I really enjoyed and is one of my favorites of the year. I can't help but to recommend it, so Steve Jobs gets a 9 out of 10. Alright guys, this has been your favorite critic 26 with yet another review. I will be back with a book review of the Divergent series, which is sitting on my shelf right here. I won't pull it out. You'll see it next time. My first book review, I'm really looking forward to it, as I am an avid reader So yeah, I'm gonna be happy to share my opinion on those magnificent books. And yeah, so my next movie review, which will be in 2 reviews later, it'll probably be of Creed right here. Looking forward to talking about that. Anyways, guys, if you like this review, please smack that like button. As always, share it to your friends and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.